Good day, and welcome to Scalyr's Speed to Truth, the Scalyr training series. For today, Scalyr Agent. During this lesson, you will learn how to configure the agent, how to attach your logs, and how to reduce your log volumes in a couple of different ways. You will need the Scalyr Agent downloaded and installed, access to pertinent log files, as well as a Scalyr account. With that, let me introduce our instructor today, Wei Li. Wei Li, take it away.
Today, I'll go through steps on how to sample your logs and encrypt log data using Scalyr Linux Agent. The prerequisite of this exercise is that you already created a Scalyr account and pre-install the agent on the server. Here, I have a CentOS box, and I have an agent pre-installed on this machine. Let's take a look at my agent config file. This should look very similar to what you have after you first completely install the agent. We can break down this file into 4 different sections. The first part is where you set up your Scalyr API key. I'm importing my API key through an environment variable. The second section is server attributes. This is where you name the value of your server host. My server host name is Scalyr Hackathon. Additionally, you can put other attributes to this server. For example, since this is a dev environment, so I put tier equals to dev as part of server attributes. The next section is logs. This is where you add the actual log file. I'm tracking only one log file, sample.log, and apply parser sample to process its log messages. The last section is monitors. This is not in the scope of this tutorial, so I'll cover this in a different session. Let's close this file and run some search. So here, I can search for Scalyr Hackathon, choose sample.log. So you can see we have messages coming in every second. And let's check one of the log message. This looks like a pretty standard access log format, and some of the fields are parsed already. There are 2 fields I'm interested in particular. One of them is client IP. So all my log messages are coming from 2 different IP addresses. And the other field I'm interested in is email. So my email account is included as part of the log message. This is not what I want. So what I want to do is to encrypt my email address from the log message so it's not exposed to the Scalyr web application. In addition, I also want to limit the log volume coming from one of the IP addresses. So how can I do that? I can use combination of sampling rules and redaction rules and put them within the agent config file. So let's open the agent config file and set the sampling rules and redaction rules. So this is the first IP address I want to limit the volume from. And I'm gonna do 30%. So I'll get 30% of the log message generated from this IP address. And the second thing I want to do is to transform my email address into an encrypted value. So I'm gonna do using redaction rules. Here, I'm gonna use a similar syntax to leverage the regular expression. So basically what it does is that it tries to find out all the email addresses, and I'm gonna transform it into hash values. So this looks good to me, and I'm gonna save this. And let's restart the agent. And let's go back to the web application and let's tail these logs. As you can see, my email address goes from wadey@scalyr.com to a hash value which is completely encrypted. Besides, you can see the IP address here. Yeah, you can see there are a lot less logs coming from 192.168.0.1 because I'm only sampling 30% of the log volume ingested from this IP address. So this is it. Hopefully this gave you something to start with. So now you know how to sampling your logs using the agent, also like transform your log data if you have some sensitive information you do not want to expose or share within the Scalyr web application. Thank you.